Hey, my name's Lauren. This is a video walkthrough of a Connect4 game that I built. So I'm going to show you a few different features here. One of the main things I wanted to do building this was I wanted to practice my knowledge of and understanding of programming. And games are great for that because you get a lot of different variables being passed around, and you have to keep track of a lot of different information. And every time the user interacts with your program, a lot of stuff can change. So for instance, you come to the screen here and you have this name is being stored as a variable and this name is being stored as a variable. And that's being shown down here where it shows you the current score. Now I'm going to update one of these names, right? And you can see that it updates it down here as well. So those variables are being stored. This is keeping track of if I'm playing versus the computer or a human player. These buttons trigger off events that can reset the score or can clear the board. So I'm gonna place some pieces on the board, and then let's say you want to start over. So you click New Game, and are you sure you want to clear the Connect4 board? Yes, I am. Now let me show you what happens. I'm gonna have somebody win here, and it shows you who won. It shows you the name and the color of who won, and then you can see the score down here. And if I click Reset Score, then it goes back to 0-0. That's pretty cool. So that's keeping track of the score for you, and then you can reset it. This is a full stack application. I guess I should mention that. Built with the same stack, so Angular, Node, Express, and SQL. So a lot of the logic behind this is done in Angular using JavaScript and/or jQuery. And one of the main things I wanted to do was to just build a game where you could play against another human. So every time you click, it has to change colors, right? And that's it, right? You click, it places a piece, it figures out which spot in that row is available, places a piece, and then it changes colors. After each click, it checks to see if there's 4 in a row in any direction. And if there are, and I'll do that real quick again. Let's see, I'm going to have orange win. Just to show one other thing here, it shows you the name and the color of who won. That's pretty cool. So after each click, it checks to see if there's 4 in a row. And if it is, then the game ends and it resets the board for you. So there's a lot going on. A lot of little things have to happen each time the user interacts with the board. So that's what I started off with. After I got the basic functionality working, I think that's when I decided to have these rows highlight. So you can see which row you're about to place in. And then I thought, hey, it'd be cool if it gives a little shadow of where that piece is going to end up. So you can see that it knows which spot's available, and it kind of foreshadows where that piece will end up. So when you click it, it puts it there. And that was pretty fun to figure out. One of the other things you'll notice is this is a Halloween-themed game. So you can see all these little dudes floating around in the background here. And I wanted to build some music into it. I'd never used music before. So I learned how to build a custom playlist. So I have an array of different songs. When one ends, the next one begins. You don't see any controls here because it just kind of happens in the background. So you have to mute and unmute the tab. So I'll unmute that real quick so you can hear it. Let's see. Here we go. Right, so it has this music playing. When this song ends, another one will begin. And I'm going to go ahead and mute this again so it doesn't interrupt us. So I got that worked in there, and I had these little images floating around in the background, and I had it basically done. And I thought, well, what's the next step? How can I take this to another level? So what I did, this is fully responsive, so you can play that. You can go on your phone. Just go to tutorials.laurenpabs.com/showcase, and you can play this on your phone or on your computer, whatever you want. So one of the things I wanted to build in was an AI, a computer player that will not just drop a random piece down. He's not just going to pick a row and drop it. He's actually thinking through a little bit behind his moves and why he's doing it. So what I'm going to do here is, once again, you can name him whatever you want. So I'll give the computer a name. And I'm going to try and do 4 in a row vertical so you can see how he learns how to block. So if I get 3 in a row, he sees that and he blocks me. And then I'm going to try and let him get 3 in a row so that you can see as soon as he gets 3 in a row, he knows to put the 4th one in. And here he goes. So you can see that he got 4 in a row there. So he's not just mindless. He does have a little bit of strategy and thought process behind what he's doing. And the really cool thing there was I tried to figure out, okay, when I'm playing, what's my thought process? Why am I making the moves I'm making? What's the decision behind it? What's the logical order that I go in? So the first thing you do is if you have a chance to win, you win. If that's not true, then you look to see if the other person's about to win and you block their win, right? And you go from there. So it was fun thinking through the logic behind the strategy of the game and why you make the moves that you do. And that's basically it for that one. So I just kind of wanted to learn how to really solidify my JavaScript understanding and learn how to pass data around and how to keep track of a lot of different information and what's going on. And I think this game really helped me with that. If you go to laurenpabs.com, you can see my portfolio here. You can see all the different projects I've worked on. You can contact me directly at the bottom of the page here. And if you want, you can go to my LinkedIn profile, www.linkedin.com/in/laurenpabs. It'll take you here. You can contact me. Let's get in touch. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.